Greetings, it's Adam at Arcade Galactic for our Rare Game Showcase. And I'm going to start off this series of videos, I'm going to do several of these, with Dariusburst Another Chronicle by Taito. Taito is the name you would know behind games like Space Invaders or Arkanoid or Bubble Bobble. But this particular game here is the 5th title in the Darius series, which started off in 1986. It was followed by sequels such as Darius 2, Darius Gaiden, and G Darius. And this was originally based on a PSP game just called Dariusburst, but Dariusburst Another Chronicle came with this much more amazing game cabinet, which has a subwoofer in the seat, 4 controls, Sanwa sticks, and we changed out the firing button to match the color of the player, and of course 2 screens for ultra wide screen display, and lots of content which they call Chronicle mode, where you can go through and explore the galaxy, and it's kind of like achievements in a way, or communal achievements, where whoever it is that does that feat on the game unlocks it for everybody. And you can find lots of cool Easter eggs by exploring Chronicle mode, or if you just want to play for score, you can play the original mode and go for it. This also has an interesting feature of an infinite lives mode, where if you put in an extra coin or 2, then you can play with unlimited lives. The only caveat or catch would be that it does not save your score to the high score table if you do that. So if you want to get a high score on it, you have to play the regular way. Now, as the attract mode is showing here, this game added in some really cool features to the shoot-'em-up style game that I haven't seen in other games, such as that burst laser, which you can control the angle of that, or you can keep it fixed in place. You can also use that to do what's called a counter burst. So when you get another enemy that comes in and fires their burst laser, if you time it right, you can get a counter burst, which gives you this extremely powerful blast against them, counter blast of a sort. And here's where you get to see the different scores, and so it has scores for each type of ship. There's 4 different ship types, and then of course 3 different difficulty levels. And so yeah, that there's some people that have filled up the leaderboards quite a bit, but there's always a place to come in and maybe take over. Hey. But as far as rarity goes, this is not the rarest game in the world, but this one is a little strange as far as that the version that we have is very rare, but you can find this out there in Japan. Like, from my understanding, in Japan they sold over 300 of these, which is okay in terms of what arcade games tend to sell. I mean, if you look at something like Golden Tee or Big Buck Hunter, those sell over 10,000, so 300 is nothing compared to that. But still, for a game like this, 300 was not bad. But this version that we have here, which is fully translated into English, which you can also see by reading the panels and such, and the gameplay as you saw there, any text is in English. Only 7 of these exist in the entire world. And so that's what makes this pretty rare from that standpoint. I know there are some other arcades out there in the States that have Dariusburst EX, which was an update to this, but that's all in Japanese. They never translated that into English. And so that's what makes this, I guess you could call a special treat. But if you've never played it before, definitely come by and give it a try. It's only a token to play, which is probably too crazy good of a deal for a game this modern. I mean, it's over 10 years old now, as you can see from it being a little bit worn. But the sound on this is great. The soundtrack is fantastic, produced by Zuntata. But yeah, that is one of our various rarities that you can find at Arcade Galactic at the Valley Fair Shopping Center in West Valley City, Utah. Oh yeah, and then speaking of Chronicle mode, that's the progress that we have so far. Not too great on a lot of the later ones, but the very first Chronicle Galaxy has been completely cleared. But yeah, tune back soon for other rarity videos, or rare game videos. And we'll see you at the arcade.